Good morning, students. Today we are going to start lecture number 3 of chapter 5. Chapter name is Natural Disasters. Till now we have taken 2 lectures. First lecture was about earthquake, second is about volcano. Now the remaining disasters we will take today. Hope you have gone through the previous two parts. Students, today's topic is first is tsunami. Due to the volcanic eruption or earthquake on the sea floor, high oceanic waves are created. They are known as tsunami. They are high and have unimaginable length. Students, here you can see in this video, here in ocean bed, you can see here, because of some faults due to earthquake and volcanic eruption on the sea floor, high oceanic waves are created. Such waves which are high and unimaginable length are known as tsunami. Moving further, their length, students, is approximately 700 to 1600 kilometers. I am talking in kilometers. These waves travel with great speed and force, and by the time they reach the coast, they attain great height and power, which causes a great deal of destruction in the coastal regions. Students, the tsunami was witnessed on 11th March 2011 in Japan. There are many blanks in this paragraph which can be asked in examination. So please go through the video lecture as well as also read the chapter carefully. Now moving further, students, waves are also created due to the strong and whirling winds. Whirling winds means the rotating movement, great movement and round movement, rapid movement is called whirling winds. Strong and whirling wind also create big and strong waves. Once the storm gets over, these waves become tall and high wavelength which can travel with great distance. Such waves cause a great deal of destruction in the coastal regions. Hence, they are also known as destructive waves. If they ask you, tsunami is also known as dash waves, so it is destructive waves. Not only this, but also sometimes when huge rock falls under the ocean or beside the ocean, in the ocean or sea, ice falls, huge amount of ice falls, or a landslides occur, displacement of the land occurs, can also generate tsunami, can also create tsunami because of the displacement of water. Now moving further, next topic is flood. We are very much familiar with this destruction. We have witnessed in this monsoon season in Rajasthan. Yes, in Botad also one day we witnessed flood, but that is not the destructive flood. But the destructive flood was occurred in Rajasthan in this monsoon season. Now what is flood? Let us look to the definition. The flow of excess of water in a river is called flood. The amount of water which flows in the river, if it exceeds, then it moves toward the land area. And if such greater amount of water moves towards the land area, such type of excess of water is called flood. Now why flood occurs, students? Flood occurs due to two main reasons. First is heavy rain in the upper course of a river. If there is heavy rain in the mountainous area, and from there river flows down or water flows down, and if it is in excess amount, then flood occurs. Secondly, if huge dams are built on the river and if the water is excess in amount in dams, they open the door of the dam, and that also creates flood in the low lying area on the river bank. Hope you have understood flood. Now let us move next topic. Next is things to know. Students, in all the chapters we have things to know. Things to know means it is like GK, which can be asked in examination, so please refer to it for the examination purpose. One such things to know is name of the river they have given, flood affected area, and in which year it occurred. So name of the river is Ganga and Yamuna. Flood affected area was North India and it occurred in 1978. Then Machu, which is in Morbi. Morbi was affected. It was affected in 1979. Tapi River, which overflowed and flood occurred in Surat in 2006. Kosi River in Bihar in the year 2008. In Bihar side, in West Bengal and Bihar side, every year we see somewhere there in that place area, in that place, due to the excess amount of water, flood occurs almost every year. Now moving to next topic, it is famine. Students, scanty rainfall leads to drying up of the groundwater and shortage of food and water. This condition is known as famine. The condition of famine occurs in case of scanty rainfall or no rainfall for 2 or 3 years successively. The possibility of famine is less if we plant more trees. Now what is famine? Famine is if there is no rainfall or it takes 2 or 3 years we haven't received rainfall or less amount of rainfall compared to the regular rainfall, we get this type of situation. Here you can see in the image. It can be avoided. Famine can be avoided, students, and it is possible if we plant more and more trees. Next topic, students. The next topic is cyclone. The simple meaning of cyclone is air which blows at great speed. It can be called storm or whirlwind. Whirlwind, just now I have explained you, it is the rapid movement of wind, round and round movement, rapid round and round movement of the wind. Now where it occurs? The coastal areas of India experience cyclone every year. Yes, we are hearing every now and then in Kerala and in West Bengal side cyclone occurs. The eastern coast specially experience it every year, as I have mentioned here. Eastern coastal area means the West Bengal side and Bihar side. The adjacent regions also feel the effect of cyclones when it is at its highest intensity. Students, sometimes cyclones are very strong. We experience heavy rain in our regions also, but if its intensity is great, well, it is not much destructive as tsunami. However, these winds affect a limited area for a limited period of time only. It doesn't affect for more days. Limited period of time only it happens. Now moving to next topic, students. You can see some effect of cyclone, destruction of cyclone in the coastal areas. Now our next topic is landslide. Student, the landslide of large mass of rock material, soil, etc. down the side of the mountain or cliff is termed as landslide. if a huge amount of rock material, soil, etc., it displaces from the mountain and it is destructing the low-lying area, so it is called landslide. Two factors causes landslide. First is excessive rainfall or an earthquake. For example, in rainy season, the railway transportation in Konkan gets obstructed due to landslide. Again, one blank is here. Railway transportation in dash gets obstructed due to landslide. Due to it is where Konkan railway. Let us see the video how what is landslide with the help of video. Here you can see mountain cliff in all the three videos. It is breaking down to the low lying area, and because of which you can see the roads are blocked sometimes. In the pilgrimage area in North India, many a times landslide occurs. Now moving further to the last topic, and that is forest fire. Students, friction between two dry branches of trees and other factors cause forest fire. And if once forest fire occurs, it causes a great amount of damage to the forest resources. You have heard about recently the forest fire occurred in Australia, where great amount of damage was experienced in the forest resources. Many animals were died, trees were burnt. So it occurs due to the frictions. If two branches, they are it mostly happens in the summer season only, because of the dryness and due to the friction between two branches, it catches fire, and if the fire is more, it takes whole forest, and if it burns, it is known as forest fire. You can see in the image what is called forest fire. So this is all for today's lecture, and we have finished chapter 5. Hope you have understood the natural disaster, what is natural disaster and how it occurs. It is very much important chapter. We will meet with new videos in new lecture. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.